Cardio is a key aspect of exercise, of a healthy daily life, because doing more cardio means that you're burning more calories. But sometimes it's annoying to get your cardio done in the gym. So for me, I think a great way to get my cardio done is to come outside somewhere, like a park, like the woods. Today I'm walking my dogs, but I'd do this by myself, do this with friends. It's way more enjoyable than, let's say, like walking on a treadmill in a sweaty gym, especially on a nice day like this. So whenever I'm thinking of doing cardio, if it's a nice day outside, I always aim to do something outside, whether it's something like this, just walking, or playing a game like basketball, volleyball, anything outside, just to, pass the time, get some cardio done in a fun way, so you're not like dreading doing it the next time. Today I'm walking to the gym. This is a good little hack I like to use. I'll walk to the gym if it's close enough to where I'm at. And that way, it forces me to get some cardio walking there, but then also it forces me to get some cardio when I have to walk back, because after the gym, I'm typically not really in the mood to continue exercising, but walking to the gym inherently forces you to walk home. So it's a good little hack to get some extra cardio in during the day as well. It's nice out too. Always walk when it's nice outside. Cardio in the gym can be a tedious thing. As I've said before, doing endless hours on the treadmill is not really the most beneficial, and oftentimes it leads to burnout. You're going to end up not wanting to do the cardio at all. But however, there are certain forms of cardio that certain individuals may need. Like for athletes like myself, I feel like when I used to do cardio in the gym for athletic purposes, for swimming, I would focus on a lot of leg drive, focusing on my vertical and my long jump. And this is still cardio, You're in the gym, you're doing box jumps. That's still technically cardio, but it's just hyper-focused towards your sport. So, in my opinion, the best use of cardio in the gym is going to be those hyper-focused workouts that you can't do outside the gym, like box jumps, or if you got the battle ropes and you're swinging the battle ropes, that's great for weight loss. There's lots of hyper-specific cardio workouts you can do in the gym that are superior to those you could do outside the gym, but the treadmill isn't one of them. You can walk anywhere, but you can't swing battle ropes anywhere. You can't just hop on a ski machine outside. Some things are really beneficial for burning extra calories in the gym. You just have to know what they are. This is what the battle ropes look like. You essentially kind of just grab the two ends and swing your arms up and down for a short amount of time with high intensity, and then you could do, a longer amount of time with a lower intensity and alternate between. When training to be an athlete, it's important that you're not only focusing on strength, but you're focusing on mobility and the application of your strength in those mobile ranges so that you can be explosive, whether you're on the field, in the pool, on the track, whatever it may be. So in saying that, at the end of your workouts, it's important to include some sort of explosive movement that is tailored toward the lifting you were doing that day and the sport that you're trying to compete in. So for me,
come on, Hawks!
as a former swimmer, I want to focus on long jump, leg drive, and that explosive leg that allows you to travel out far, but not necessarily up high. So I'm going for distance, not necessarily height. But whether if you're a track athlete, you're looking to get better with your vertical, trying to get better on the hurdles, you might want to do something like box jumps. Same goes for maybe a receiver on the football field. They're trying to get their vertical higher, so they might want to do box jumps at this point of the workout. For me, I'm gonna do both because I want to increase my vertical and I want to increase that power, that explosive forward power. Hands on the hips. Similar to the last one, we're gonna do a long jump. This one starts from a seated position. So here, I'm in a position with no power, right? I'm sitting, my feet aren't planted in the ground necessarily. So what I wanna do, same thing, I'm gonna put my hands on my hips, and I'm gonna use solely my legs to drive myself as far forward as I can go from the seated position. Then I'm gonna try and jump 2 more times out of that to create more power as I go across the turf. Looks something like this. I'm gonna lean back, and then so that one's obviously more difficult than starting from a standing position. Next workout I want to talk about is box jump. There's lots of different ways you can do box jump. For today, I want to talk about the speed. So in order to work on speed with your jumping power and that like fast twitch mobility, it's good to try and jump from a position where you are not in power. So when I say that, I mean as you come down from landing on the box and you're catching your weight in that squat, you want to try and jump out of that again to create that explosive power from a weak position. So I'm jumping up onto the box, down, jump, no pause, jump. Then obviously as you go, you're going to increase the height of your box, challenge yourself. Try and create that speed, that bounce, so you're not stopping in between each jump. Like I'm not stopping like this, coming up, jumping again. In the last exercise, we're gonna bring all these things together. We're gonna focus on the distance of our jump and the height of our jump. So for this exercise, I like to go with the smallest box I can find, because it's not necessarily about how high I'm jumping. I can obviously overshoot this box, but the goal is to land on that box from as far back as possible. So I'm gonna start here, right? I can do a little more than that. Back up about a step. And you're trying to create that forward power. Go one more. Go back one more step. This I would say is probably my max distance. I want to work from this distance. Just like that. I'm creating that forward power, but also the height at the same time. Activating the smaller connecting fibers in my legs. And that's it for today. Thanks for working out with me. Woo! Just finished my workout. Hitting the weights, a little chest day. Feeling pretty sweaty. Super tired, but now I gotta walk home because I didn't drive here, so forcing myself to do a little extra. Get some cardio in today. Woo! Sheesh, I'm sweaty under this thing. I got shorts on and it's the middle of the winter. It's cold out here too. Feels good because here I am leaving the building, going for a little walk. 15 minutes walk to my house, maybe a little under a mile. Ooh, the cold air feels good though. And this is nice because I don't really want to be standing in the gym walking on a treadmill because the sun's too nice and there's too many better things to do. And I feel like walking on a treadmill just like feels like it's never going to end and makes you hate doing cardio. And I hate types of cardio that make you hate doing cardio. I love the cardio that you don't even notice doing. Just like this, walking home. Here I am walking out of the gym again, all sweaty. But hey, it's a beautiful day out here. And one thing I wanted to say about cardio while I'm walking home is that the most important factor is that you're doing things that are able to be maintained and that you can continually go back and do and enjoy. Here I am again, walking out of the gym. Just got a good workout, nice and sweaty. Feels good to get some fresh air, get some steps in walking outside on a beautiful day like this. exercise doesn't always need to happen at the gym. Right now, I'm on vacation in Puerto Rico. I'm spending my time going swimming in the water. That's plenty of cardio for me. Keep me feeling healthy and make sure I'm having fun. I think one of the most important aspects of cardio is the ability to have fun while you're doing it. So I think the most important thing when you're picking a form of cardio to do for weight loss or just for maintenance is picking something that you can enjoy, something that you can, do with friends or you can do on your own and have a fun time, and you can mix it up. So today I'm gonna go swimming in the ocean. Tomorrow I might go hiking in the jungle. Either one, I'm gonna burn some calories, I'm gonna get some cardio and keep my heart healthy, and I'm gonna keep my digestive system running with that cardio. So inherently, when you ask the question, what's the best form of cardio? There isn't really a definitive answer. The only real answer is what's best for the person. So let's say your goals are weight loss. You want to do something that's more either high intensity interval training. So you're doing like 20-second sprints and then a minute easy pace for like a continuous 10 minutes or something like that. Well, let's say you're just trying to, maintain weight, or you're trying to just lose weight at a slow pace. Maybe you don't want to put that much effort into your cardio. Just getting extra steps in every day is going to help you burn those extra calories. But like I've said before, my thing with cardio is I think the best kind is the kind that you don't even notice that you're doing, or you wouldn't even strictly consider it to be cardio. So for me, I'm going to say that swimming, because growing up swimming and then being a former Division I swimmer, I feel that swimming is kind of second nature to me, and hopping in the pool for an hour isn't exactly the end of the world for me, but you can't say that for everybody. So it all depends on the person. Let's say you're the type of person that likes to go on a run. Personally, I would never do that because that's going to be excruciating for me, but for another person that might be the perfect option. So when thinking about forms of cardio, I like to try and think about when I was a kid. Think about what I enjoyed doing when I was a kid. I love to go hiking through the woods. I love to go swimming in the ocean. So those are going to be my two main forms of cardio that I go searching out for. But let's say you're in the gym and you're just looking to get something done. Personally, I'm going to say to skip the treadmill and go for something that's going to be a little more high intensity and going to help you burn more calories more quickly. For me, the best options for that purpose would be either a rowing machine, the stair stepper machine, or something like that. Something where you're really getting your whole body involved and you're going to work up a sweat while you're doing it. That way you're only doing it for a limited amount of time. You're not walking on the treadmill for an indefinite amount of time, You're doing the stair stepper for maybe 15 minutes max, but you could be burning the same amount of calories that you'd burn an hour on the treadmill. So here's the stair stepper machine. It's a great long form workout where you can do this for an extended period of time. Obviously you could find stairs anywhere, so if you choose to take the stairs, that's always a great form of cardio on top of this. But because this is stationary, it allows you to go on your phone and distract yourself and do it for a while. Everything's about perspective when it comes to cardio, and being sure that you're not getting complacent and you're not getting tired of the cardio that you're doing. Come join me next time to talk about the do's and don'ts of food and meal prep.